Let me unmute myself. What's happening, everybody? And what's happening? Deborah, the red brick chick.
Hi.
Haha. Nice to
Nice.
see you. Thanks for coming.
No worries. I
Yeah,
turned
we
up a day
were
early.
we were having problems early.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rearranged the
So
furniture.
yesterday, Deborah thought that the stream was yesterday. And I was freaking out a little bit. I was like, "Oh no, it's tomorrow. Hopefully you can make that." Um, but and then she just had a little issues with the internet, and now I made her like change about 3 or 4 rooms. So hopefully she didn't break her back or twist an ankle moving chairs and everything around. But anyway, great to see you, Deborah.
It's all good now. Yeah. I'm squeezed in between the furniture. But I found a good spot, I think.
Yeah, it's coming in way better. Yeah,
Oh, good.
good job. Thanks for everybody for being here. Kairos, what's happening, man? We're gonna try to bring the brick evidence. I know Deborah. Deborah's got you got a bunch of toys now, actually, or
Yeah.
brick toys, maybe I should say. Uh, but Patty G, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Thanks for hanging out, coming by. Miss all of y'all. Um, I talked to Deborah a couple weeks ago or so, and she was nice enough to come and do a show with me. Um, so, Steve, what's happening, Steve? Good to see you, brother. Hope all the weather's good down there in Florida. It's been kind of nasty here. Steph, what's up, Steph? Good to see you. Hope you're doing okay. Saw some of those sweet treats you put in the oven on Facebook. Yeah.
Nom.
Let's see. Tombs and temples. What's happening? What's up, man? Great to see you in the house. So yeah, well, it's been a couple weeks or so since I've been on. We were on last week with Jen. That was great. I had a
That
blast.
was. Yeah. I enjoyed that too. That was good.
Yeah, just all of us back together, and uh, it was nice and chill and showing some incredible stuff. So that was a great time. Hopefully, we'll be able to do that again soon.
Yeah.
Um, but so I went out a few days ago, did some boots, of course. I don't want to do a stream really if I don't do any new boots, but another supposed 300 million year old place and found some interesting stuff, really interesting stuff that didn't match. So I'm going to show that. And I know Deborah's got some stuff too. And what are you planning on doing tonight?
I have an album of about 99 photographs. Because I get snowed under by the amount of evidence that we have, because it's a lot. So I'm trying to focus in on keeping at about the random brick stuff. You know how there's like this wall of rock, but there's always a random brick in there. So I've got a lot of that random brick evidence, and my latest findings a revisit to the Hydro Majestic, just to drive that home, because it is a building with the rocks that I see out in lookouts or out in the bush, and you can see it in the building, plus the bricks and the transitioning. And also wanted to look at the old world steps that I found, because it's only supposed to be a little bit over 100 years old, but yet it's incredibly melted and destroyed. And I've lifted up the concrete and looked underneath, and it's rocks under there where, you know, they would normally build with the bricks with the concrete coating. So yeah, just a bit of evidence.
Yeah, just a little bit, right?
Just a little bit of evidence.
Hey, you're always on fire, I swear. And you know, I'm blushing now a little bit just to have you on. My favorite brick mate. Of course, been watching you. Well, I don't know how long you've been doing the videos on YouTube, but almost a year or so, right?
Yeah, about a year now.
I mean, always loved your stuff. It was my favorite as far as, and then you started in the tunnels and all that kind of stuff. Besides your boots on the ground. But again, our areas are so similar.
Aren't they?
Some of the stuff I've been
Yes.
finding, and I know, and this goes way back when you first started putting stuff around you on your channel, and I'm just like, wow. I mean, it just proves too that everything was the same basically whenever that was before it got just wiped out.
Yes.
But yeah, you revisited some places, didn't you, recently?
Yes, I went back to the Hydro Majestic, which is interesting. It's called the Hydro Majestic due to its hydroelectrical power, like it was actually water powered, and it powered the whole town back in whenever. And it was founded by, oh gosh, I can't remember his name, Mark someone, but he was one of these guys with many hats. He was, all of these things. A true Mason. The first Prime Minister of Australia died there in the bath. A bit satanic. Another satanic ritual kind of thing, maybe. Who knows? But it was supposed to be a health retreat, and it's got all these sordid stories of blackmail, bigamy, and bonking. Yeah, there's a book about it.
Of course.
Wild place. Yeah, they used to actually have to ring a bell to let them know the sun's about to go down. You people better get to bed. It was wild. Cross-dressing parties, just insane things went on there. Yeah. So yeah, it's my go-to place because it was the first place I found when I went to check out this. When I heard about mountains being melted buildings, I thought, well, I'm going to go to one of these, the closest old building I can find, and I struck gold, Meltology gold, when I got there.
Look what you walked into. I mean,
yeah,
crazy. I remember when you first posted that and stuff. So excited. When I was looking at it, I was like, holy crap, that was just insane.
Yeah.
Just right there, not too far from your house either.
Yeah.
Saying.
Right. Yeah.
But just great stuff. So what I'm going to do, I really hadn't decided if I want to go first or let you go first. So you want to do rock, paper, scissors, or do you have a suggestion?
Maybe I should go first because on account of the whiskey I had this morning.
Okay. Good idea. And you're coming in right now too, so
good.
Yeah.
I just want to address something that Anthony Jones has said, because he's just said something about there being a melted castle in the Blue Mountains. And yes, there is. It's called Urama Castle. I've been dying to get there. It's on private property now, and I don't quite know how to get there driving, but I have found a place where I've got to cross the highway and cross some train tracks. And I'm trying to find someone to come with me because it's but I might go when there's no trains or something. But I'm definitely going to Urama Castle because it's got supposedly rock-cut pools and terraces and old gardens, and it is definitely an old world building that's been extracted, an actual castle.
A real one, right?
A real one, yeah. So remind me how to do this. I go present, share screen, and click on the box, share, and then I'll go.
Okay, he said, have I visited Dismal Canyons in northern Alabama? Not yet. That's about the only place, northern Alabama, Huntsville area, I have not been in, and there's so much there. So I will be going there shortly, but let's get you in here.
Now can you see this?
Yes, and I'm going to go full screen. There we go. If that makes much difference. Let's see. Yeah. I can see you.
Perfect. All right. These are one of my brick finds. I've got them all at home. It's the compressed brick with the mortar still attached. Go through it like this. So I'm just showing the individual brick evidence as we go. This is not one of mine, but one I found on the internet, but you can see that it was once brick, and definitely structure, almost turning into sandstone here, but the redness, really gives it away. Definitely melted and cooked out. This is one of Odin's that he posted. It reminded me of one of my brick evidence. I got a hammer and chipped out this sort of stuff. But here in his picture, you can actually see the brick, the melt. It's burnt, obviously. It's blackened.
Yeah.
Great brick evidence there.
Yeah. Correct.
And this one is from one of my Facebook friends. This rock, in between a brick and a rock. It's a new term we've come up with. Brock, I love it.
Yeah, I actually saw that picture a couple days before whoever posted it. It's great. It's a great pic.
Fantastic. It's even got the holes. It's just perfect.
Yeah, he's sad.
What have we got here? This is a place I revisited. This is around the tennis court area of the Hydro Majestic. You can see that it was once an arch. It's filled in from the expansion. But lots of, you can see the bricks in here, bricklets. Even, this is a mangled brick, almost perfect in shape, but it's been transformed. And a lot of this was all brick, but with the concrete moulding over the top, and a little bit of everything going on there.
Yeah.
Got a bit of a close-up of that brick. We've got the right angles, the flat edges, the red colour. Definitely brick. Another brick in the wall, as the song says.
Look at that lonely brick right there, right in the middle.
Yeah, I've got a thing for muffed up walls. They really tell a whole story, about, and more bricks in the wall. We'll have to play that song. It's such a good song. And here, brick, and then how, the one right next to it is cooked into this white sandstone, and this is all expanded and blended in. You can see the movement. This is the part of the wall, and it's obviously got metal structure inside it. But it's all sorts of things going on. Something happened there. They didn't build it like that. They've patched it up, I guess, to hold it up a bit because it's severely damaged. But it's just so wonderful to be able to explore this and have it. Yes, definitely did. And having a close look from the macro to the micro of these walls is incredible. Even down here, it's even like a popping out. There's, all sorts of things happening here. Bricks. Look, there's a brick. There's a brick. And these ones have transformed. It's incredible what happens. It just blows my mind. And still to this day, there's melting sticking out. And the arches. Why would you need arches in a tennis court wall?
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah. And this is the same site that I found the magnetic gravel on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, that was, I like that. Yeah, I've done that a couple times myself. Loved it.
All by accident, Mark, I dropped my magnet. I dropped it, and it picked up all the gravel, and I was like, what?
It was not an accident.
Here we've got, I know. Divine intervention. Look at this. What the hell?
Yeah, that iron on top that's crazy. I see that a lot too here.
Exactly. And this almost arch shaped brick surviving, a little bricklet over here. The top turrets. It's just so random, but so spaced out and organized. They don't build like this. This was master craftsmen. The building that it's attached to, the Hydro Majestic, has got this massive dome on it like we see in the old world. I looked up the history of the of this dome apparently was shipped from San Francisco. But the roads back then was dirt roads and, horse and cart. I just don't know how they got this dome up the mountain. So here we have, looks like metal stripping in between. Bricks seem to move around because I don't think bricklayers lay their bricks upside down or wrong way round or whatever, but this is up the top area. Where am I now? Okay. Small muffed upperness. Bricks, mangled bricks, all blending from the plasma energy, I'm assuming. I'll get some close-up shots of the mortar because there's this grey stuff that they've done as patching, but the pink stuff is original, and I've got some close-ups of that. They say this is pickaxed, but look at it, it's melted. This isn't carved out. This is
extreme heat damage right there, obvious.
Fully melted. The mortar. It turns into that crystallized quartz.
Kyra says, "You're going to get this."
And this compression, a little bit of hack stuff.
Kyra says, "Adding mortar makes people think it's recent or original construction. They don't notice or aren't looking." And that's right. I mean, they go around, adding stuff, and then people are looking at it just like he says, just thinking it's just recent. So.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see the newer stuff that was the grey mortar, and then you could see this stuff, and it's the original stuff. This was not built like this. This is not weathering. This is damage, severe damage, and you can see here that it had this sort of concrete moulding over the top, even paint almost over the top. With brick sticking out there. Obvious scorching here. These muffed up walls really consume me. They're it for me. They tell a whole story. And then we're going to just take a little journey into the random brickage that we see in every old world wall, and brick within these sandstone blocks, but there seems to be the coating still on it or something. I've seen a lot of this. Excuse me, got to cough up a lung. Okay. Actual brick and mortar in the wall. Excuse me, I choked on the water as well.
Careful.
Yeah, it's dangerous stuff.
Yeah, sorry. There you go.
Yeah, I'm on distilled water now. I bought a distiller, and
nice.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work though, but yes, I'm enjoying that. And I just have iodine supplements and some supplements because it takes out the metal, but it's nice being poison free. So we've got the brick and mortar blocks in with this muffed up wall. Little bricklet wedged in there.
Oh.
This obviously looks melted, damaged.
Always showing themselves. I love it.
Yeah. Look, peekaboo.
Yeah, I see you.
They didn't build like this, They didn't say, look, these bricks are precious. Just, excuse me, save them and put them in randomly. Look here. Bricks stacked. Another one up here.
Yeah. People out there have to realize, I mean, this stuff is not built like this. Just
Mm.
it's impossible, and just would just be terrible construction. And again, if you have bricks, by the trillions everywhere, why are you building with stones?
Exactly. And this is a fancy hotel too. It's. And then I found this. I found this embedded in the tennis court walls. It was in there, and I put a magnet on it. And this little disc around it, I assumed was. At first, I thought it was like a metal washer, but then I found many on the ground, and it was like rubbery. This one's like concrete; it's very firm. But I found lots of these little discs on the ground that were almost like rubber. So they seemed to have had rubber back in those days.
Yeah, you
This
showed
is
that. I
that.
got really excited whenever you
Yeah.
posted that. That was great. And I've seen the same thing as far as that rubbery kind of hard stuff that you're talking about, all by themselves, like on top of, say, concrete looking walls with the iron coming up, or where it meets. And when the iron wasn't there anymore, it had exactly what you showed as far as that washer looking thing. So I'm kind of figuring out a little bit what that is. Not fully, but it was a great shot. Great find.
How do I mute? I'm going into mute. Hang on, give me a second.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, it's all good now. Sorry
Yeah.
about
We need your voice.
that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna open the door. Hang
See.
on. Yeah, bricks in the bush, melted. Look at this down here. Brick.
Plain as day. Almost. To us, it is. Yeah, right in the middle, right there.
Yeah.
It's a bird.
This is another old world building in Katoomba. It has one of those chimney stacks, Patty, that you have filmed in your area. Massive chimney stack that was supposed to have powered the town as well. But yeah, the random brick in the wall, just like the song says. And look at these little. Who built like this? Obvious damage. It seemed to have had some paintwork over it as well.
Yeah.
This is another old world building that is just up the road from me. It burnt down. There were some great fires back in 1965. I brought one of these home with me. These did have things that I've seen. Looks like they've been melted almost, and bricks underneath.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
The bricks underneath. Look at the bricks. They have bricks under there.
Yeah.
And these are the tops. And I brought one of these home and melted one home. Fire damage of this building, and the building burnt down, but none of the trees, which is very curious. Yeah, I've seen that.
We've seen that
with the California fires and things like that.
Yeah.
Where
Yep.
Again, this is brought one of the.
You're breaking up a little bit, Deborah, I think.
Brick in the melt.
There we go.
Somewhere it was.
That is one of my.
I have to visit this place because I found this randomly breaking up a bit. Okay. Yeah, killer evidence there. Can you hear me okay now, Mark?
Yeah, I think, yeah. Yeah, you just cut out for just a second. You're good now. Sorry.
Good. This is, a clay particle. You can see it's hexagonal in shape. It's a charged particle. It's negative on the surface and on the edge, positively charged. So we know that these, now we have a bit of understanding of how the meltdown worked. We've got here some examples of what can happen to the brick. We've got granular crumbs. They call this platy, sort of stacked, compressed, which is what we see a lot.
Compressed brick.
The prismatic shapes, which a lot of people call cubits. Massive. We have columnar and blocky and the single grain, which we know is, which we call sand these days. This edge, and this is a picture of it. Yeah. Here we have a geologist cartoon, whatever, 27 meters down underground, but as you can see, they've drawn in the red bricks, the grey bricks, the white bricks. Every layer is very bricky. The red brick over here, they call it chert, for heat damaged brick.
Yeah, I got a lot of that so-called chert around me. It's terrible.
Right, yeah, I've seen chert mines and things they've got. They call this a fossil, but it's a brick. Look at the little bit of quartz in there. And here, it's got the holes in it, brick shaped.
Yeah.
This is the Hydro Majestic revisited, the old world steps that are supposed to be, a little over 100 years old, but look at it.
Look at that, 100 years old, whatever. That is incredible.
Yeah,
the rain has been hell.
The tennis courts of that. Yeah. And I think the mountains, well, this Hydro Majestic was supposed to be founded in 1907. Mark Foy, that's his name. He's quite an interesting chap if anyone wants to look him up. He's a man of many hats, obviously a Mason, and opened up these healing baths, yet there was all this debauchery going on. Red brick, obviously cooked out. Look at this red brick just hanging on.
Yeah, for dear life.
And of course, you pull a little bit of brick out of the wall, as the song says.
Oh, nice.
And all this gravel-like stuff. Who builds like this? Look at it. Stuck in with the rocks.
Just cooking on the bottom.
That's the mortar. And in between the layers, like we see the brick and mortar layers. This is the sort of effect it gives. The tubular type shapes. I've seen this out at the lookouts in the bush. Obvious brick shape here. The way, look at this brick shape, right angle, straight line. A bit of metal sticking out of the ground. Yeah, brick. Look at this, warped out little rock.
The transition to that too is incredible, from the bottom to the top.
That's it from a bit of, and this is what's happened to the wall. Again, they didn't build it like this. Look at the random transformation. Yes. Bit of pipe hanging out the top here.
Wow.
That's quite an interesting little spot because I found metal in there. It's got a crazy narrative too. But a brick in with the rock, you know, crazy.
Isn't that where you found
This is the
the
Bushman's Cave. Just
the metal going
incredible.
through the door, the
Yeah.
window?
And when I got in there, my name was written on the wall. It said Deborah this experience when she went out and did her boots on the iron in there. And the narrative of this for himself, ridiculous, is it's only half a wall. And as if you put a window in like that, it's just, and look, even an arch.
Yeah. Right there.
I don't think a bushranger would bother with building an old world arch. Yeah. Pictures, and David was written on the wall.
Huh.
So it's been quite an experience, quite a spiritual experience for us. There's that
There,
metal, and if you look,
yeah,
it's
there's
got
that
this
dick.
screw, like the screw that I found. Yeah, and it's like melted into it. That's like a Phillips head screw on there. It looks too. And look at these long. I mean, this is built like this. This is melted, fused together. Breaking the wall.
What's up, Natalie? What's up, James? Big Jimmy, what's happening? Sorry, Deb, go ahead.
Look at all that. Hey, James. Hey, Natalie. Not done. Oh, oh. I'm not even looking at the chat. So glad you could be here. It's sort of so wonderful. Yeah, real mess going on here. It's crazy the different variety we see. Yet it's so consistent worldwide. This has really baffled me. I couldn't quite wrap my head around it. So I did a bit of reasonable charge, but when it's moist, it will. And so my house got struck by lightning. A tree outside my house got struck by lightning. And the fire trucks were there for 2 hours. And I was wondering why they were there for so long. And they said it's because the electrical charge that hits the tree can travel along the roots due to the moisture. And so it wouldn't have conducted the electrical charge. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, whoa.
And of course the old iron sticking out of the construction.
Oh, look at that. Just totally cooked.
This is just at a lookout in a bush site.
Hey, what a view right there.
This one, I've got a video on this. It's a place called Lincoln Rock. Yeah. Yes. A lot of people come to the rock and you stand up here, but the soldier built himself this place with a complete with a fireplace, full brick fireplace, guys. It's, yeah, perfect place to relax. But look at this flat. There's some straight lines, bricks in there, graveling. Top here is the links. There was even terror in the ground, and inside was a fire. Energy devices. There's
Yeah.
a lot of this red, what they call red slate, but it looks to me like terracotta tiles.
Yeah. Yeah, closer to the top right there.
An old world building in the main part of town, you know. And the sleeping lions, this is technology. DJ'd columns. Are you hearing me? Okay,
Yeah, you
glitchy?
are a little bit glitchy. I'm just letting you roll. You're going in and out as far as your what you're saying a little bit, but um, trying to see if it'll catch up. But we're still seeing your pictures and everything.
The detail on this line, look at that, beautiful.
Yeah, if you're asking me any questions, Deborah, or I'm not responding because some of it I can't hear. But you're just
That's
keep
fine.
going.
I'll just do the pics and I'll talk. But if I get no response, I'll just keep going. Message me if there's an emergency.
Okay, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I'm not ignoring you at all.
Okay.
Some of it I can't hear at all, and I'm just letting you. I'm letting you roll with it.
This is the chimney stack that supposedly powered the town. Old world building. Steps to nowhere in the bush.
Boom.
Everywhere around here. Bricks in the brook. Bricks.
Oh.
This is why it's such a hazard driving around here, because going along the road and I see this on the side of the road. It's like eyes on the road, eyes on the road.
Right.
Flat edges. Look at this corner.
Yeah.
Brick layers. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Deborah. I mean, driving down the road, it's always somewhere where you can't really pull over. Like you have to go a mile down the road and walk back or something in a dangerous section. Usually, when looking at this stuff driving down the road, like you're saying.
Exactly. And then on the ground, you can see this is in the bush too, where there's supposed to be no construction in a national park and this sort of thing. Not natural. And then people's walls in their front yards look like this. Got that tubular stuff that we've seen.
Wow.
Metal sticking out of it, doing nothing. Obvious bricks. This is an Aboriginal site, but it's a lot like those polygonal walls. Got a bit of the red colour from the bricks, but you can see the expansion. There's a fair bit of this around. Bricks just lying on the ground, out in the bush.
Out in the middle of nowhere.
Where there's no construction, because it's Australia. It's supposed to be this brand new country, but this is piping, yeah. And I don't know if they're bricks or what, or terracotta, but not a natural formation. That's on a way to a lookout. And just what's around it. Look, there's a brick right there. This shape.
I'll be damned.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
And then further down from there, you come to these steps, grand steps for the odd, people who want to look at the lookout. Obvious melt. You can see by the flow of that. There's a lot of water around there as well. Here's another one of those anomalies, brick-shaped, possibly piping, possibly brick, but the rocks are all very brocky. More there. More there. Another one. Terracotta piping out in the middle of nowhere. In the
When
Australian
I first
bush.
started seeing that, Deborah, there's that terracotta piping like you're showing. I've seen it since I started doing boots, but I was just like, that's just whatever, something broken, somebody put it there, whatever. But the more you do it, you're like, wait, I'm out in the middle of nowhere, and there's these piping pieces looking terracotta, whatever you want to say. And now, of course, it's like, well, I know pretty much what it was. I mean, it was probably the irrigation system or something, any kind of piping.
Yeah, because it looks so modern. And so sometimes, I mean, even when I found the rubber washers yesterday, I'm like, oh, that's, you think of it in modern terms. So when I see this, I think, oh, that's some sort of landfill or something. But it's out in the bush,
Yeah.
Then you find things like this, a brick with,
Wow.
I don't know if it said energy or what it said on it, but it looks like the beginning is of the word energy.
That's incredible right there. I love it.
Yeah. And then we've got, these sort of wells constructed with the iron here and this, what we call red slate.
Wow.
But I see a lot of this out in the bush. Definitely old world. It had that water supply. And again, we see this out in the bush, that the same as this red stuff here is also further down past that well. I found these steps and more of it here, melted steps. Looks like the terracotta tiling, which you would think of as a modern building material, but there it is. And
This
then
is
piping.
this is in Australia. Toms and Temples asked, so yeah.
Yes, Australia, New South Wales, Blue Mountains. And there's heavy-duty piping out in the bush, bricks surrounding it. Looks like heat damage here. It's not very old, but yet it looks very old world. Plumbing out in the bush. I don't know what goes on with the water board, but yeah, they're up to things. Melted arches, columnar structure. Yeah, I'll whiz through them because I don't want to take up too much time. I know you've got stuff too.
No, go just do your thing. Excuse me. Yeah, do your thing.
Very flat edge here. This is at a lookout called, what's it called? I don't know. It looks out onto a place called Orphan Rock. So it's around, oh gosh, I think it's called the Skyway. But I found some, melted building remnants everywhere around here because it's a national park. It's all melted building remnants.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, brick and mortar in the rock. Yeah, it's all fused together too. Here. Oh, I might be repeating some. Yeah, brick in the wall. Oh, yes, a bit of, I don't know if this is fibro or probably asbestos. I don't know what it is, but it's stuck there in this back wall of the Hydro Majestic attached to the building. It's actually attached to a building, but there's obvious, structure surviving in this wall. I've got a video of it. Anyone wants to look at that? I've got a fair few videos on the Hydro Majestic because it's the first place I found when I went looking for myself. And that's what, just, oh, look, bricks in the wall underneath the construction. And this part is, it's all, they've got authorised personnel signs, not allowed around the back here. But because I'm a local, I'm just like, I'm an animaltologist. I'm just like, I'm authorised. And I go around there and crazy thing. The whole wall is just all sorts of transitioning. And I found crazy things on the ground. And further behind this hotel is terraced layers and where I found the Bushman's Cave. And then on the next terrace I found Mark's tomb. That's another one of my videos. And then every layer I found something on every terrace. And then further down is a place called the Colosseum. I haven't been brave enough to go down there. There's ladders and things perched on the side of these melted buildings. It's quite gives me the heebie-jeebies, but I'll try that one day. The random brick in the wall that we see everywhere. More of these tennis court walls. You can see the moulding coming off, but inside was brick, and it's now transformed into the sandstone. These are older ones that I found. Same stuff. There's that piping.
Oh, yes. That's 100% piping right there.
Yeah. Out at a lookout. There's no buildings out there. This is a lookout. It's in the bush. It's on the escarpment. So it shouldn't be there. Bricky looking rock around that same area. More of that tessellated, what do they call it? Yeah, tessellated pavement. Paving out in the bush.
Yeah. It was for the carts, horses and carts, donkeys.
This looks like some sort of bench seat, but it's just sitting there poking out of the wall. And this is what we see sticking out of the back of the Hydro Majestic, those bricks that transition. But here it is at a lookout, supposedly a natural formation. Supposedly iron ore. I tested it with the beeper and got mixed results.
I gotta get me one of those. Yeah, there's a lot of supposed iron ore, here too. It's just the exact same thing where you're not where I'm at.
I wanted to ask Kairos, would iron ore make your beeper go off? Kairos, because I would assume so. It's metal. These pinpointers guys I got on eBay for $25. Switch it on. It beeps when there's metal. Fits in your handbag. Oh my god, it's a wonderful toy. It's my favorite toy at the moment. Melted steps that we see worldwide. I'm going to zoom in here, moving up. Red brick evidence, blocking, compression, graveling that we see in those in the old world wall of the tennis court. Same thing, but passed off as a natural formation. More of these steps that they say was carved by Ranger McKay, but obviously melted structure.
They say those were carved right there?
Yeah, there's this place called the Giant Stairway, and it goes right down these mountain buildings. But the steps have survived, and they say there's a big plaque there saying that Ranger McKay carved these steps, but they're obviously melted, and you can see the red brick in them.
Old Ranger McKay with his pickaxe, huh?
And then along the steps, some of the steps have like these electrical bricks stamped Prospect Electricity. Now, I looked up Prospect Electricity, and they were a company that did, they only lasted like 4 years, from 1996 till, or maybe 8 years, maybe to 2004. And they were, providing electricity to commercial premises. I think that's it, Mark. There's a little bit of that slate brickiness out in the rock. But that's it for the photo album. And then I've just got video evidence to back all that up. So how do I stop sharing? If I get back to you, I've lost you. Oh, there. Okay.
Do you want to show your videos?
Okay, might as well. I'm on a roll. I'll get...
keep it going.
Just to back up everything I'm
Excellent.
saying.
Excellent pictures, shots. Boots on the ground. Subscribe, please, to Deborah's channel. If you're new here, if you're not new here, the Red Brick Chick. It's in the description box by itself, and links to other mythology channels. But definitely check her channel out. Great stuff. Have you shared screen yet?
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, because you went out. So
Okay.
gotta do it one more time.
Stream present.
Thanks everybody for being here, checking out the
Thanks,
show.
guys.
Great to see everybody.
Sharing.
There we go. There. All right, you're back in. Is this another 100-year-old?
Yes.
Narrative? Okay. Yeah.
Founded 1907.
Founded.
Yeah, by Mark Foy. He's quite the character. Apparently, he fathered a lot of illegitimate children at this property and adopted them out as well. So a little bit of.
Look at those bricks. Look at those bricks. The whole thing is brick.
Mm.
With, of course, the mortar and concrete molding, all that. But the guts are brick. You can see it right there, what you just showed. Oh, look at that. I mean, you're not just going to throw that together.
Yeah.
You're not going to build like that.
And it's still standing. It's supposed to be 100 years old and it's all higgledy-piggledy. It's stood the test of time.
I mean, just imagine that in 1907, you get all these bricks and then all the rock and whatever and pile it up. And then you put that ledge on the top of it like that and the stairs. I mean, it just makes zero sense, number one. Just cooked. Oh, look at that. Yeah. A little slate going on there. Oh. Cook brick.
Smooth on the surface and muffed up on the other side.
Look, the transitioning right there too. That looks like concrete right above that. Just crazy. Are you playing the volume on it, or did you turn the volume off?
I can hear the volume. Can you guys not hear the volume?
No, we can't hear it.
Oh, how do I do that, Mark? What do I do?
Go down to the. I've had this problem too.
That's me. Can you hear it now? I don't know how to do it.
No.
Oh, well, we'll just talk through it. It's a shame because, I was just standing here doing this and I heard these people call out saying, how do you get down there? And I'm like, you've got to jump the fence. And I said, the sign says authorized personnel only. But, I'm feeling authorized.
Yeah.
Like, you're bad.
I've deputized myself to melt.
I need one of those meltology investigator high-vis vests that
no kidding.
David has.
They wouldn't ask you any questions then. You look official.
Just need a clipboard. Yeah, that's fused in there. I couldn't even get that brick out. It's all fused.
Wow. Yeah, look at that.
But you can see it on my channel. I will just do a little commentary over it then. I didn't realize you couldn't hear.
Yeah, I'm not tech savvy on that either. When I show through YouTube, sometimes it won't play the sound for some reason. I don't know. Something to do with the computer setup, I guess. I don't know.
There's those tubular rocks that I found, and yeah, that's what I see out in the lookouts and things in the bush. You know, and they say that, oh, they just used what they had. They went out to but to find these, I mean, these pieces are very hard to break into pieces. I've been out the lookout, so you can't break up this rock. This is, they didn't go out and retrieve this rock and build out of it. This was originally brick, obviously. Yeah, the concrete's come off there. But I'll lift up some of this concrete in a minute, and you can see what's underneath, because it's not, well, it's brock. It's not brick. It's would have been originally brick, but it's been transformed.
Right under that covering is just brick, right there.
Yeah.
And you peel that right off. Hey, look at that guy.
Yeah. It's everywhere.
He's just chilling. He's like, get the hell away from me. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so underneath it's bricky brocky.
Yeah. Just the whole insides are just cooked out. Yeah, that was attached to the other piece. Yep. Wow. You put that back perfectly.
Yeah. But look, it's melted on the underside. That concrete's melted underneath.
Yeah.
This just goes for a few more minutes. And then I had one more mark, but if you wanted to go into yours, because the other one is just the crazy wall behind that can be seen on my channel. I don't want to take up your time.
Oh no, play it.
Okay.
And then I'll go after that. How about?
Okay.
Right.
Can we have a loo break after this?
Yeah, we need a break. You need a break?
I just need to pee.
Yeah.
Okay.
You only get one bathroom break.
Oh, that's all right. I really just want to get another whiskey.
Wow, look at that place.
Hey, Mel. Love you.
Pee in the pants, yeah. Yeah, Deborah is a badass red brick chick. Steph sure is.
But look at the size of these blocks. I mean, and then there's fused brick down here on the ground. Some of them are even blackened. Bit of moulding in there. It's got that diamond mould. These are those blackened bricks. Yeah, fused into the ground.
Yeah, probably won't budge.
Mm. Hmm. I think that might be it for that one.
Yeah, but pebbling up too.
Now, how do I go back? Hang on. All right, I've just got one more of the hydro wall revisited, and just to show this wall that's part of the building. Yeah, this one revisited. Crazy wall. They say it was struck by lightning.
That's the only thing they could come up with that, apparently.
Yeah. There's some random bricks in this wall too, like we saw further along at the old wall steps. There's a brick boom. I might just remove it. I don't want to show same old evidence. Yeah, that's part of the building, guys. That's supposed to be a brick wall. Look at it. As Jen would say, just look at it.
Yeah. It's such an incredible place.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't built like this. This is something has happened here. Only a bit over 100 years old. Founded, they say, in 1997. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that was the. But you can see there's brick in the wall, the transition, it's going up that column. The part of this is the foundation of a building. Look at it.
Wow.
And then
That just jetting out like that. Just
at the back door. I mean, this is a hotel. How are you going to get the furniture in?
yeah. Very carefully.
You'd have to get IKEA. Flat packs only, guys.
Yeah. Well, that nice little chair. You can sit down and eat lunch right under the melted building.
Yeah, I got the pin pointer out and it went crazy at this point. It was just beeping like mad, and then it didn't beep at all. So it really confused me because they say it's iron ore and they just built the building around it. But you'd move the hotel a bit forward if there was this big chunk of rock. You wouldn't build around it. You'd just move it forward.
Exactly.
So yeah, my beep is just going crazy here, and I was just trying to work out what was going on. And now it's not beeping at all. It won't beep. So, but cave shapes there. Definite arch shape. Definite brick construction. Bricky evidence inside.
How close do you have to put that to? Do you have to put it right up to it, or does it have a reach?
Yeah, fairly close. Yeah, it's a great little toy. Get one because they're like 20, 25 bucks on eBay.
Yeah.
Look at this structure sticking out of it, guys. This is like fibro or something. They had sort of what I would consider modern stuff. There's rubber and fibro as well. I don't know, maybe it's asbestos. I don't know what it is, but it looks like modern stuff. Yeah, brick and mortar right there. Boom.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just really obvious, especially that mortar right there. That's crazy.
Yeah. Fast forward a bit more, considering you can't hear me. It's sort of. Yeah, I was finding. Where am I now? Oosh. Oh, that's just in the cave. Look at this tubular stuff.
Wow. Just hammered, melted.
Mm-hmm. Straight lines. Lines.
Steph
Bricks.
says amazing. Yes, it is. Amazing boots on the ground.
Fast forward a little too. I want to show you the little rubber things I found. This wall. Brick survivors. Fully muffed. Bricklets. Yeah. Destruction.
Yeah. Just, oh,
Brick survivors under the mount. Oh yeah, that brick I brought home. Look at it.
wow.
That one's.
Yeah, I definitely would have taken that one home too.
It's heavy. It was heavy, that one. In the handbag it goes. And that's like a brick rock. Took that one home too. Oh yeah, well, these men in suits came out the back and were like staring at me, and I was like trying to act normal, act normal.
La la la.
Yeah.
What do I say?
Yeah, in the unauthorized area.
Yeah.
Yeah, now these are these rings that I found, rubbery, sort of soft rubbery
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Look at that.
Yeah. But the one I found fused to the screw was like concrete. This one I brought home. It was like concrete. And I found one in that tennis court walls, fused in there, put my magnet on it. But yeah, they just scattered around everywhere. Everywhere. Oh, yes, Not Done Under asked about old stories. Yes, Not Done Under. And that's the book. There's a book written called Blackmail, Bigamy, and Bonking of the real stories that went on here. It's got the black and white. They had black and white balls, cross-dressing balls. They had a bell that would tell them all to go to sleep because the sun was going up. It was wild. The Prime Minister of Australia died in the bath there. Lots of illegitimate children were adopted out from there. And this was supposed to be a healing retreat, the first healing retreat in Australia. Yeah, there was all this debauchery going on. They had healing baths there, but they're all filled in with concrete now. Hydro Majestic powered the town with water, originate.
Yeah, I could stare at this all day.
Mm.
Isn't it so much better when you go back to a place that you
Yeah.
went to a few months ago and you go back, you're like, wow, I didn't see this or that.
I know. I get in such a manic state when I'm at these places. I get like manic. It's like, because there's so much to absorb, and yeah, it's like this sort of natural high. So
Yeah, heart rate goes up. It's not anxiety, it's like anxiousness
oh,
and just
yeah,
crazy touching it and looking at it. Yeah, just excitement.
yeah. I'm almost done with this one. Probably about 5 more minutes, guys.
Yeah, no problem. We'll take a 5-minute break so you can go to the bathroom too.
Okay.
Yeah, Steve says great evidence, Deb.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah. She's always on fire.
I've just been perfectly placed, in where I live. It's just an
Mhm.
amazing place, and to know what I know, it's my duty, it's my responsibility to share this with you guys because, and I have a lot of old friends that are locals in this town that, they don't talk to me much, but every now and then they'll pop up on my Facebook and give me a bit of grief, and it's like, what? And
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect you to understand, like. But
Yeah.
I think it's consistency, standing your ground. It doesn't bother me. It just really doesn't bother me what they think.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't bother me anymore either. It is funny seeing people you hadn't talked to and seen years, and maybe occasionally I'll see some stuff I put or whatever.
I
But
had one tell me I've got bricks in my head, and I'm like, if you're calling me a brickhead, I'm not offended.
yeah, not at all.
Not at all.
That's a
It's a
compliment.
compliment, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Melanie, I didn't see anything like this until Deborah was showing it uh, a while back, over a year ago, I guess, when you first saw
Mm.
this.
My first find, guys. You can see
Mm.
why I got the brick fever. I mean, when this happens to you, it's like, oh. Yeah. Yeah, now they say this is iron ore and my thing's not beeping. Kairos, would my thing beep if that was iron ore? Kairos would
I
know.
don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Suppose it probably.
You'd think so.
Yeah.
Look, it's got these nails in there. Big nails, twisted. Why would
Mm.
that be there?
Yeah. Meltdown under. It seems some people will see it, and some just probably will never see it. Basically, yeah. That it's weird like that. I don't know if they're just don't
I
want
love
to or what.
I love what Joachim says. You can see it if you want to.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. If you want to, you'll see it. If you don't, yeah, that's your
Yeah.
choice. But it's
Exactly.
there. It's not like it's not there.
Yeah. It's definitely there everywhere. As soon as your foot hits the ground, wherever, it's
Hmm.
there.
Almost done, guys. There's one really nice find up here that I see. It's rounded bricks. And you see this tubular kind of stuff. And then a bit further up, I actually find molded, rounded bricks. So there's the tubular
Wow.
formations.
Steve says it's land coral. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, 1,000 meters above sea level where we're at. This is,
Right.
I think it's 3,000 foot above sea level. Bit of a column, you can see the structure shape there. And we're about to find the molded bricks with it's more of a semicircle. Look at that damage. Bricks in there. You can see the charge going up the wall.
Yep. Just a repurposed building.
Yeah. Mm.
Fried bricks.
Mm. Very light. Those bricks are really light, so I was quite intrigued by those. I took one of those home. The molded round lightweight bricks.
Yeah, it seems the lighter they are, the lighter in color they are, the lighter in weight.
Right.
More
Almost pumice-like.
Yeah. That might be some piping right there. It kind of curved around into the dirt right there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Still got the mortar on it.
And just randomly lying in that mess.
Crazy good evidence. Love it. Yeah, holy moly. Exactly, Melanie. Yeah.
Yeah, a rock just hanging up higher. Bricks, then rock, then bricks underneath. It's part of the construction. Crime scene, I said.
Yeah, it was like somebody just threw some purple paint on it or something.
And some of this piping has been replaced with this plastic PVC, but there's terracotta piping, there's this metal piping.
Wow, yeah.
There's all sorts of things going on there into the ground.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, look at that. Yep.
Big metal plate, but it's bricks underneath and some sort of severe damage going on there. But bricks, yeah. It's almost done, guys. I just did test my beeper out on this metal to see if it's still working. The alarm's going off. Beep, beep.
Yeah. So, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely metal.
Yeah. That was it. Now I want beer. Yeah, it was a hot day. That was yesterday, I think, or the day before. Day before. Right, stop screen.
Let's see. Let me do this. All right. Awesome. Awesome evidence.
Yeah, that's fun.
Again, check her channel out, Deborah's channel, Red Brick Chick. Sub it, bell it, all that. Incredible evidence, Deborah. Thank you. Yeah, I think you froze up a little bit. Hey, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause for about 5 minutes. I'm going to put on a video. Actually, it's the video that I'm going to put on my channel whenever it finishes. I don't think it's finished yet, but just for about 5 minutes or so. It's like an 11-minute video, but I'm going to we'll take about 5 or 6 minutes to come back. How's that sound?
Sounds good. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Be right back, guys. Let's see. Find the video. Where'd it go? The video go? Oh, here it is. Be right back.
One pathologist.
Oh, no. It's good to get out of here.
So nice getting out.
Sorry, Mum, I'm back. Hey.
We're back. Was that too early?
No, it's fine. No, Mum just got home, so I just had a quick chat. Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually a little over 3 minutes, so I lied about that. I forgot. I didn't I that one. Anyway, great stuff again, Deborah. Thank you so much for showing your evidence.
Oh,
so
thanks,
good.
It's nice to be able to share it.
And like I said, and when you're going back to places, it's you'll want to go back more and more. Some of the places I've been to 3 times or 4 times, but you find so much more stuff. And you're thinking the whole time, and when I go too, you're thinking, I'm not gonna, nobody wants to see the same place again. But yeah, they do, because you find different things and you can explain it better. So I always say, keep going back. So anyway, so that was part of what I'm showing today. That video just showed part of the video. So let me share screen. It's another, this is around the Birmingham, Alabama area. It's called Moss Rock Reserve. Why isn't this working? There it is. I got too many things down here. I gotta exit some stuff. So, move that. If I get too many things going on down here below me, I can't concentrate. Let's see. Can you see that screen?
Yeah, can see it.
Well, now I just exit myself. All right.
There it is.
Let's see. So, and I'll go through pictures and some videos, and then some drone footage too.
Awesome.
So it's just this in the middle. Well, I say middle of nowhere. The city's all around it. That's just a place where you can't. I think it's 300 acres or so. This place, and all different kinds of stuff. But there's found a few amazing things. That's right next to 300 million year old stuff, supposedly. So it's some of the same looking stuff that I've been to, but it did have different areas of the melt.
Wow.
But just the exactness here, straight this way.
Yeah.
And all these lines that you're seeing, these little striation lines, I think I'll show here in a little bit, but it's I call them melt lines, but I'll get into it in a minute. Another one, it looks like the piece just came apart here.
Yeah, look at those right angles and just jutting out like that. It's just
How
obvious
cooked
structure
down here.
Yeah, very similar to what I see in the bush out here.
Yeah, this pretty exact what you see in your area.
And how many millions of years did you say yours was, Mark?
This right here, 300. Yeah, 300 million.
Oh, wow. Mine's only 1 million.
Yeah, that's
mine, baby.
Yeah, yours is really young. Yeah, I just looked this narrative up yesterday. So
300 million, because I know your other one was 6 million.
Yeah, there's actually one that was 300 million, and then another one that was 600 million, but they all look the same.
Yeah, and mine's 1 mil. So yeah, those numbers.
And this thing, it's a brick.
Yeah, almost looks like it's got that concrete molding on the outside there.
Yeah, they still got a little bit of red left in here, but definite brick. You've got the irrigation still flowing. Huge blocks. Melt down here.
Wow. Yeah. Look at those lines.
Just massive. But you can just see the melting coming over and down.
It's a huge block. I don't think I've seen one that big.
Yeah, it was massive. A lot of irrigation still flowing from the top of this melted building. Foothill mountain. I don't know the elevation on it, but you can see right here just like a circle that goes all the way around. All the melt coming down this hill.
Oh, hey, Dala. Good to see you. Just saying good day, Dala.
Layer, the cooked out brick inside.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, it's a huge area of this stuff too. And then the water flows to the right down here and goes on down. But where I parked at, you come down, it's like a valley, just melted buildings. on each side, and they call the middle of the valley, and then have to walk back up it. It's pretty steep in places.
Yeah, you can see the flow and the structure still underneath. It's incredible.
Yeah. Lines. Place was hammered.
Wow. Oh, yes, I see a lot of that where I'm at, those little turret things with the flat tops on top.
Yeah, completely flat.
Do you have any of these?
But, I don't know. I don't think so. Sorry, talking to my daughter. All right. Just walking along Melted Building.
Wow. Blocky.
Like these straight lines. Just
Look at the brick shapes under there too.
Yeah. Red coloring here.
Yeah.
There's a better shot of that. They call sandstone 300 million year old bricks. No big deal.
Yeah, the tree life, it's supposed to be 300 million years old, but, look at the trees.
Yeah, exactly. That too.
It doesn't add up, does it?
No. There's a lot of pines around here, but there are some hardwoods. This more melt. You gotta be careful where you walk. Bust your ass.
Yeah, that's a trip hazard, isn't it? Wow.
It's all melting down. I mean, this place is just totally hammered. This is more towards the top.
Wow.
Here.
Wow.
Red here. Coming apart. Let's see. And not that one. Okay, I'm walking over all this now. I don't say anything. Let's see. Just let it play. Yeah, I just cooked out straight lines, blocks.
That reminds me a lot of what we've seen on top of Mount Roraima. That sort of blackened area.
Yeah, it's all blackened, like you're saying. Like here's all the black around it, and it's just a thin layer. And then you get your red and then yellow and all that with the brick.
Yeah, it's like the particle collision sort of happens on the internal, and the outer crust seems to remain.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, just you got to just think to yourself, anybody new, or just this is not natural. This doesn't just form out of just nothing and up and whatever. And there's no supposed volcanoes or anything like that in Alabama. And they just say this is millions and millions of years old under the ocean, and it just formed like this somehow.
Lies.
Just fairy dust. That's all that is.
Yeah. That's built structure. Built structure. And we prove it. We've been proving it over and over now for many years.
Yes. A long time. And everywhere you go, you'll find the same thing in a different stage of damage, really. Just got to get out there and look. Not hard to see. Straight lines. It just screams structure to begin with before anything else.
Yeah, the leveling, the layering, the blocking.
Yes, man-made or made somehow,
Yeah.
but not
Yeah.
naturally.
Yeah, it's amazing to think this whole place was built, you know, and they say we built the city. They sure did. They built it.
Yeah, massive cities. Cities and whatever else, not necessarily things that people would live in, but power stations, whatever. Just think of today, but at a much different level and much grander scale.
Yeah, much bigger scale. The
Yeah.
scale is the bit that really everyone struggles with, even we do. The scale of it.
Yeah.
And the depth below, because it continues on below.
That's even more hard to comprehend, isn't it? Sometimes it's just like it keeps going below. This one, you could just see the melting just coming out here. It's all coming down, and the bottom is melting out.
Yeah, look at that melt.
And just straight
obvious
lines.
Yeah.
Obvious.
The weight of it too. I mean, geez, just even one brick is heavy enough.
Right. Imagine it all just combining together and just squeezing down the pressure. Just immense weight. Crazy.
And I guess that's why the crystallation occurs, is from that pressure. And if you think about the charge, the piezoelectric charge and the pressure, you know, and that's what causes the quartzing and the crystallization. And
yeah, these are just 3 huge buildings, just in the middle of all these trees. But you could just see the flat. They're all almost the same, different in different directions. But this one's looks like it's melting down. It's not quite straight here as far as level straight.
Yeah, it's like sinking. It's sinking down.
Sinking down. This one's just melting out over here.
Yeah, it's gone slide on.
Yeah, just a 90-degree angle here. There's nothing to see here. Nature did it.
No need for propping. It just it can just hold itself there. Through all the earthquakes, it maintains itself.
Yeah.
Incredible. Wow. You can almost see the individual bricks there.
Yeah. They're right here. Yeah. And this over here. Really cooked out. All it melting over.
I'm just going to plug my computer in right 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's plugged in. Okay, it's right here. Don't worry. I mean,
the outer layering here, you can just see it. It's all cooked. All these lines, almost showing the brick hip here.
Wow.
Every time I look at my phone, we have 33 people here.
Oh, that's lovely. In the club. We're in the club now.
Yeah. Love that 33.
Thanks, guys, for being here. Thank you so much.
Look
at that.
Yeah, there's only 1 or 2 pieces like this. Huge boulder. But, man, nuts.
Wow. Yeah.
It's
I love that.
It's only on one side of it. It didn't look like it any on the other side. So here's that angle. There's nothing here on top. It's all right here.
You can always see the brick and mortar layers. That's incredible. And the movement. I love how it's captured the movement and the charge and the melt. It's delicious. Brickalicious. At 34 now. Oh, 35. Thank you.
Obvious structure. All the same. Almost. Just got the front here. Bam. Another one. Bam. And then the rest of the building back here. Looks like archway. This goes in. I went inside there. It's like 6-7 foot in. But straight lines, blocks. Just all this cooked. This is melting to the left over here, all down. Building melting on itself.
Just wild. Yeah,
Just,
it's so
yeah, just
at the
under it here. What were you saying, Deborah?
Oh, just the ground area, just how smooth it is. You can see that it was liquid.
Yeah.
And then solidified.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is just pouring down.
Yeah, it's like that melted chocolate you pour on top of ice cream and it hardens. You know, that magic ice or whatever they call it. Wow.
There's just another angle. Yeah. You can see the layering.
Hey, Billy.
Right here.
Alva Billy. Alva Billy. Alva Billy.
Very flat tops. These are probably 20 foot, I guess, tall here, but more building down here. All this is just melting over, melting down. I saw a recent, I'm going to name names, John Cook, or Paul Cook, but he's saying, this is a recent video. I love your boots, man.
Did he? Really?
But
he talks to you? He won't talk to me.
No. No, he doesn't talk to me. I don't.
But he sent you a message. Did he?
No, I don't comment or anything on his videos. But his last video, he was saying that they pushed all this dirt, not on this shot, but wherever he was at, they pushed all the dirt and mud up on the buildings to hide them and stuff. And he really lost me after that one. I don't know where he comes up with that. That would take an immense job to do all of them, but I don't know where he was coming from on that one. But
oh, look, he's got some great evidence with some stuff, but the way it's interpreted and presented is just, it loses me too. And he's got such a big following and stuff. Like, I tuned in once on his lives. And I didn't want to I just tuned in just to mention my magnetic brick that I found, because I found that magnetic brick and I just tuned in to sort of let him know that I found it, because I thought it would be of interest to him. But he was like, oh yeah, magnetic brick, that's great. And then the whole stream shut down. And then he put a post about how he's switching comments off. And I was like, oh, and it's because I put a link to my channel in his stream. And he shut it all down. It's like, no more comments.
Wow.
I was like, oh, I don't know if it was because of me, but apparently he's like, yeah, I don't know. But it's just odd to me. And another group who I really like, Autodidactic and Tartaria Australia, but they used to talk to me, but then as soon as I started doing the meltology stuff, they dropped me like a hot potato.
Huh. Yeah,
and it's like, come on, guys! I thought we were like supporting each other.
I don't know. They pass right by bricks all the time. As far as the ones that are doing boots, and they're not mentioning it, but like here's a brick.
Look at that! Zoom in on that, Mark.
Yeah, this is your 300 million year old cooked out brick.
It's a fossil.
Yeah.
Fossilized brick right there.
Right there. It's all cooked out. You can see all that's still left over, just exact.
That's incredible. Look at that structure. Built.
when I took these pictures, I'm like, is that dirt daubers, whatever? When I brought them home, I didn't really notice, but this one's twisting around. This is in the melt, I think. I don't think this is what we call dirt daubers. They're like wasps, kind of, and they get the dirt and they make these holes and they go in or whatever. But I don't think that's what this is. But it doesn't matter. Everything around it's cooked out brick. That's just another shot of that. The buildings just coming in on each other, expanding out, looks like, or leaning over.
Oh.
Just flat, 90-degree. Just red up here.
Pushed up out of the ground 3 million years ago. Come on.
Yeah, get out of here with that stuff. Man. Just layering. It's like you see the terracing almost anywhere, but all
I can see the bricks in there, Mark. Look at the bricks.
Yeah. All the lines you can see, barely still to see the brick.
Wow. And then it's undeniable. And for these leaders of truth to not back us is just, come on, guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
you have to mention it. I mean,
and to do it for your subscribers or whatever. Subscribers want the truth. You've got to be brave if you're going to be. Anyway, I'll just shut up. I've had my one whiskey on.
Keep it going. No. This spot, the layering on it. You can see here, but this whole, it's all the same layering of the brick. You can see the back here, the line, the obvious block brick lines here, everywhere. It's all cooked out.
Well, have you ever seen your name written on the wall, Mark, in one of these places? Like, have you seen?
Not mine specifically.
Oh, it's just that it happened to me. It happened to Patty, and it happened to Davros. And I'm sure your name's written on the wall in one of these places because it's like it's the universe talking to you. Yeah.
I'm too busy looking at it. I'm mad that there's names on the wall or the rock.
Yeah, me too. But you got to look for your name because when your name's written on the wall, it's like, the universe is talking to me. Yeah. I get that anyway. That happened. Right spelling and everything. It's like, oh my God.
I have a common name, so it's probably on everything.
Yeah, well, it's a biblical name. Me too. Same with David. I'm not sure about Patricia, but a lot of our names are in the Bible. Joachim's in the Bible. Spartan Red Derek is in the Bible. We're all mentioned, man.
Yeah. Actually, my mother, she told me she was going to name me Matthew.
Yeah.
And then went to Mark, but yeah, she was a big Bible person.
No, as long as it's in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's in there.
We're all there.
There were two Deborahs. There was a nurse. I used to be an aged care nurse. There was a nurse, and then there was Deborah, who lived under a palm tree. I used to live under a palm tree, and was asked to join Barak in this war. And we won the war, apparently, and we ruled Jerusalem for 40 years in peace. I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, it's just nice to get a mention.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for putting us in there. Yeah.
They've been talking about us for 2,000 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now this thing was like 30 foot up or something, and this was on top. I've got some drone footage that I'll show. I get right up on it, but it's just all by itself. It's red, and you can see it drift into this gray black color right below this. But yeah, I think that's the only picture I had of this, but I got drone footage of it.
I love that. Check out that sedimentary brick.
Yeah. More lines, straight lines melting down. walked up to this. It's supposed to be this naturally formed.
Wow.
I think it could have been, I say in the video, like a dome maybe on the inside, but it's probably just more than likely an archway that's just coming in on itself. But you still see these lines everywhere. A little happy face. Big
And
one.
the ground too, like on the ground, you can see it churned up.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Flow of the melt.
All melted down.
Delicious. Oh.
Close up of a, this might be too close.
Charred up brick.
Yep. Right in the middle of it. There's that same spot. It's actually pretty big. It looks like, but just comparing the left to the right, it's an archway looking, everything's coming in on itself. And this left side looks way more cooked than the right.
Yeah, amazing how it's so soft and then it solidifies like that and it's fused. It's immovable and it survives the earthquakes and things. I mean, occasionally we get those. Oh gosh, my mind's gone blank. When the bricks fall off, landslides. Not even landslides, but like when they call it landslides, but it's more of the cliff face falls off.
Like mudslide, landslide.
Yeah, it's a landslide. I mean, I've actually had one of my friends killed in the town down from me from bricks falling, part of the cliff face falling, and the big chunks. And there's nothing they can do for you. It's just horrendous.
Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, horrendous.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll let this play. Got quite the supposed natural formation right here. Nice opening. Nice straight lines.
Is that red slatey kind of stuff?
Brick and mortar lines. A little mini dome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look
Awesome.
at that.
It looked really domey, and that's why I said at the time, but maybe just a big archway.
And the reverberation, like the echoes in these places, like the way it works with sound and frequency, it's incredible when you step in these places. It's not just an echo, it's this, you can feel the energy. It's incredible. Yeah. These buildings were amazing.
They were. I was walking around here too at this area, and it seemed like it was hollow in some spots when I'm walking. Like it echoed a little bit when I hit some spots, but it's really weird.
Look at those lines.
Pretty easy to see.
Oh. Wow, almost dome-like. That's incredible.
Where is it? Oh, it's paused there. Yeah, it's really dome looking. When you're looking up, it's kind of a circle almost here, but and then you can see some lines here.
Yeah, there's those bricks in there. It's incredible, the expansion. Chapu's work on the grain growth was just gold. Look at those bricks. And they say they're drill lines.
Right. Yeah. I'm about to show a good one here in a minute. What you're talking about, the bore holes or drill lines or whatever. It's just looking out the other side, the bottom, just all melting down, cooked out.
Look at that.
Many little waterfalls at this place, just going down the melted building.
Irrigation systems, yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful water. Living water.
It was nice and clear.
Hmm.
This was just stacked up. I had to take a picture of it.
Yeah, but still, how you can still build stuff out of it. It's amazing how you can still rebuild with the old buildings. Incredible.
Yeah, crazy.
Wow.
More of just this destroyed land or building. It's call it land now, but and this
Solid.
piece here, right under the black.
Wow.
It's just cooked out brick. See a little bit of red here.
Yes. Incredible.
Yeah, this spot, I had to walk a little extra to get to it. I saw it from a distance. I was like, I gotta get over there.
It must have been hard. You really got to watch where you step there because all those dips and holes and things sticking out. It's a it's a wonder they don't put a big sticker on the ground there. Watch your step.
Oh, this is cooked.
Mm.
I see so many different variations of the melt here. It's just nuts. So lucky to be able to have so many different things around me.
Yeah, it's amazing. Our smeltologists are positioned accordingly. We're placed in these ideal spots for the evidence. So, it really does feel like a calling what we're doing. I'm loving it.
Me too. Completely agree, Deborah. It's weird a little bit for me sometimes. When I first started doing this stuff, I'm like, nobody's going to listen, but I just enjoy doing it. I just did it really I did it to show, but I was enjoying doing it. So it was kind of for myself, especially at first, and then, but it's great that people are actually listening a little bit. It's hard not to see it if you want to.
Yeah, and it's hard not to talk about it too. So, they'll never shut us up because, we're going to shout it from the building tops, from the melted building tops.
Yes. And these perfect, almost circles. One here, this is more 90 degree, but this is circle-ish here, and then it kind of goes circle down here. But yeah, just total melt job from up top. And just looking at the straight lines and blocks and stuff, it's just not natural. There's no erosion that does this.
It's churned. You can see the movement in it. It's churning and solidified.
The back shot there. But this whole place just got hammered, especially this place, because there's hardly anything left. Just shot of the water coming from up top from wherever. I didn't get to the source, but nice clear water. Coming from somewhere they can't tell us where. They have no idea, basically. Huge buildings, huge blocks. Looked out underneath.
Bit drippy looking. It's got that viscosity.
Yeah. Almost like you're saying there, almost drippy looking. It's just right under this one too. A further shot of it. Huge structure, just almost straight. It's going down. You can see it's melting over, and all this melting on top of it. Closing up.
Leaning. Got that lean.
Got the lean on. Got that melted lean on. Just straight here. Straight here.
Someone's asking about the drippiness. Yeah, there's a lot of dripping we found underground. There's a lot of drippy rock. Low ground, I know Shapu has found an aqueduct that's drippy.
Yeah.
There's just so much evidence anyway. We can't put it all in one
Yeah,
stream.
those drippy aqueducts or supposed aqueducts, whatever, are just incredible. I mean, it just screams in your face. This is melting. Nothing else will have that effect on it.
Brick survivors in there.
Just same part of the same building here. Get to a video, go there. Let's see. Up here, you got these incredibly flat walls here, brick lines, and then up here you've got this 90-degree. You got something just seared to this here. The wall. I mean, the roof here is just totally cooked. I just thought that was a cool shot.
Yeah. Can you zoom in on that little red bit there, Mark? Is that a little bit of... Oh, it's a leaf. It's all right. It's an autumn leaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leaves will get you.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. I'm like, oh, what the hell is that? And now I'm like, oh, it's just a stick.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll run a video here in just a second of this, but just straight. I think these came off of each other because they match up exactly, and you have these. It's like triangle.
Yeah.
But straight. All this is structure.
And that stuff feeding off the carbon-14. So.
Yeah. All this.
Yeah.
You got all kind of different stuff. You got a little fern stuff growing. You got I don't know what they call it. Algae and some lichen, I guess, and all kind of stuff. Really nice, fuzzy green stuff. It just peels right off. Just closer shot of that.
Huge. That's amazing.
I want this. There we go. This is it. Yeah. It's like 2 minutes. Maybe on top of one of these big rocks, melted building. Bird's eye view. Flat. Straight. It's further down than you think, too. And this piece came off of that piece.
You can see where it's separated. That's amazing.
Yeah. I don't know which way. Probably fell off. Or this separated and went up. Watch your step. I always have to control myself when I'm filming like that. I'm like, okay, got to look down constantly. There.
Hey, Michael Lloyd from Australia. Good to see you.
Again, straight lines. These are structures. It's not nature. Straight line there. Coming apart. That's all the same building. That's just separated. Separated there. You can see that there. It's all separating, melting.
And just that even geologists have that structural geology. It's like they know it's structure. They call it structural geology.
Yeah. We'll just add the two words together, It'll be fine. They won't know.
Mark Reeves is here. G'day, Aldas, Brando. dingo ate my baby. It's so funny. It's not.
Yeah, I've been looking at the chat. Really? Well, that's your video. Let's see. Hold on. Hey, did you like that video, by the way?
Yeah. Oh, that was amazing. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to go to the drone footage. I'm going to go. It'll be through this video, but I'll just do that. I'm going to turn it down. I always have trouble finding the volume for some reason. All right, I'm going to skip through this a little bit. Let's see. Here's that.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, and underneath you can see the bricks mark. Zoom in on the bricks down the bottom.
Let me get this out of the way. I'm going to get my pointer. Where is it? It's not going away. Anyway, yeah, all below it. And it transitions to that gray just in front of your eyes. I'll show it in a minute, but let's see here. Skip through this. I just showed this to everybody. We'll go through that, but just a little bird's eye view of the whole top of the place, or this little mountain.
I can't believe the trees can still grow out of that. It's incredible.
Yeah, some of them just growing right on top of the rock, supposed rock. It's just nuts. Which there's a lot of water obviously coming, so they're getting at least water. But let's see. Let's go. Okay, here we go.
Ooh.
You ready for this? This is right next to all the 300 million year old buddies over here.
Wow, look at that. I explain that away as jaw lines. Oh.
Nobody put that there. No Indian chiseled that.
Who'd get a drill bit at that angle?
Yeah.
Look, where's the drill? Like, you'd have to be good.
I'm trying to get it back here. Let's see. And I got another shot of it actually, but I mean, this is just attached to all the other stuff.
Wow.
You know what? The only reason this would be here is because it was structure. You can even say, okay, they did these boreholes and stones back in whatever day, and then this just ended up like this. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's structure. It's not nature. So it's building.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can say whatever you want to that it's made of, but let's see. Let's go. Showing all that. All right. Yeah. Yeah, where this is at. Okay, right there. But pretty far down, let's say 20, 30 feet. And then there's that piece up top. I think I get the drone right after this. Just give you the scope of how tall it is. We've seen that. All right. Let's see.
Where's this place again, Mark? What's it called?
It's Rock or Moss, MOSS, Moss Rock Preserve, Alabama. Yeah.
So is it part of a national park, or it's just like
no? Actually, there's this neighborhoods and stores around it, kind of. It's on further down, but yeah, it's not there's no fee. You just walk in the woods basically, and there's trails, and you from the car, it's not that far. When you start seeing those big boulders, like showing, or the big rock structures, melted buildings like this stuff, my car wasn't, but maybe 100 yards away. then it goes far down. But yeah, it's not government owned. It's
So do people go there? Do they go hiking there, or is it just
Yeah.
it is
hiking, and there's one spot where there's a rope swing. It's not a big pool, but you can. I think during the summertime, people will go and swim there and stuff. But yeah, I ran into, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, about 6, 7 people just hiking and stuff around it.
Wow, get out.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
When I looked up there, I'm like, what the hell? Let me see.
Oh,
Trying to get it to that spot. Yeah.
that's incredible.
Right here, just the transitioning. You can see the grayness here. Just you got this red left over of the brick.
Wow.
Just one spot left like that on top, which is really weird.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. That's the back.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll pause that. Just cooked out lines. It's like a big rock hemorrhoid.
It's a tumor. It's a brick tumor.
Yeah.
No. We can't even see a brick in there at the bottom.
Look at that.
Oh, further down. Yeah, right there. Down there. Like to the left. Yeah, there. There's a brick. Oh, over to the right.
Where?
Over to the right.
Right here.
There. Right where your arrow is down a bit. There's that orangey sort of brick shape. So there. Oh, yeah. Left a bit, and keep going. And up there's a brick. There.
Right here. Yeah. Yeah. I was saying like right here, you can see the imprint, but that was right here. Exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
Like a little dome looking thing just melting down.
Wow.
It's just some waterfalls and melt. And on the bottom down here, you can see it's let's go back a little bit, how structural it's kind of curving around this way. Here's different layers, but all building.
And just that the system's still operational, like the irrigation system's still working. Every waterfall has those flat levels, those sort of.
Yeah, it just keeps coming out.
Yeah. You can feel the ions in the air. It's just an amazing place to be.
Just what an incredible place this was before.
Look at that. Wow.
These are just the same pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Wow.
Let me get out.
Fantastic, Mark. Wonderful evidence. I love what you do.
Thank you.
It's so nice to be able to share it with someone and know that you're out doing it too. It's just great.
Yeah, it's so nice to go and when you go out, you're outdoors, looking at what now I guess we have to call beautiful. It's just outdoors. It's no one's there's not many people around, and I don't know, when I go out there and do it, it just it takes me back sometimes. Just sit there and just like, and then when you pass people, you're just like, man, what can I say to them? But
Yeah.
I'm not that, that guy trying to preach to everybody as far as this when I'm just seeing everybody out. If I get in conversation with somebody and they ask something, I'll definitely give them hints or tell them how I feel. But
Yeah, I mean, I might say, "Oh, this looks melted," or "Oh, that looks like a brick," but I won't go into anything. It's just you can't say too much to people.
right. I mean, you got to commit to at least an hour of your time or two to talk to this person.
I did find a little box like in one of these little cabin things, and it was like it had a piece of paper and a pencil, and people were writing notes in there. So I wrote, "All mountains, not a buildings. Watch Red Brick Chick YouTube," and put it back in there, back in the box, so someone might find it. It's like a time capsule now.
I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, leave little notes in a box.
Give me some like business cards and just pass them out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Put them on people's windows or windshields and stuff.
Yeah.
Cars. And everybody is still. I want to say thanks to everybody for hanging out with us. This melt. What day is it? Sunday. Monday for you down under.
Yeah.
Let's go through the chat a little bit. I haven't even looked at it. Yeah, here and there, everywhere. Yeah, it's everywhere.
We got good witches here. Hey, we got good witch.
Oh yeah. No, we're not crazy.
Crazy in a good way. Nothing wrong with crazy. You don't want to be mad. You don't want to be a mad person. Crazy is good.
Crazy is good compared to what reality we're presented with.
Well, if you're living in this world and you're not crazy, there's something wrong with you, in my book.
Yeah. Yeah. Red flag.
Yeah, red
Instantly.
flag. Right. Oh.
Location. What's this, Steve? Melted Meetup 2023. Sounds good, man.
Yes, let's do it. I know. Joachim's in America. I've got to get my passport organized.
Yeah.
We've got to do a meetup, man. Oh.
Joachim is in the U.S., which is awesome. If you listen to this later, man, hope you're doing good. Hope you're enjoying time with your girlfriend there, and hopefully he's only actually about 10 and a half hours away from me.
Wow.
So hopefully we can hook up. We've been talking a little bit, so I can't get too excited about it. As far as I don't want to crush my dreams, of hanging out with Joachim for a couple of days or so, whatever. Be
he's
great.
He's there for a while, isn't he? Like 3 months or something? Did he say?
Yeah, he's here for 3 months. Yeah.
You never know what can happen.
Hope he's doing great. Patty. Miss you, Patty. It was great to be on the show the other night, all of us. Yeah. Great stuff. I want to do more streams. I just don't have time sometimes. I want to get everybody on, but just do what we do, and whenever I have time for this, I'm going to do it. And it's everybody's in the groups and everything. They're just putting out phenomenal stuff. I was checking my group today, and there's, I don't know, 5, 6 new people or whatever. And then there's these people I've never heard of putting stuff on the page. And just from boots on the ground where they're at, they just hadn't gone far, and then started taking pictures and stuff. And it's just great.
Hey, Alchemos. Good to see you.
Alchemos is here?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'm at the top of the thread. What's happening, man? Thanks, brother. Hope you're doing good, man. Check his channel out. Actually, it's in the description box under the Meltology links that Joachim put together. Got that in the description box. So check his
Beautiful stuff. Yeah.
channel out. Yeah, he's got great artwork he's put together, all kind of stuff.
Stylish.
And boots on the ground.
Style. Yeah. It's all style. Love Alki.
Great stuff. So yeah, is there anything else you wanted to show or say or anything else, Deborah? 'Cause
I'm kind of tired now, Mark, but there's always more. I've got heaps more, but we'll save it for another time. It's all on my channel anyway. I'd only show what's there. I did find some magnetic gravel, that sort of stuff, which is fun. And just my shorts, I have some little findings. And I've got a new place I'm going to go and check out soon called it's Mount Piddington. And I'm going to go there next. And I really have to pull out my metal detector and get going with that. Kairos has got one too now. So, yeah.
Y'all have the most toys out of everybody, I think, between you and Kairos.
Oh, look, Kairos gave me the toy bug. Like, his brick lab just sent me into the next level. I'm like, right.
Yeah.
Let's get serious.
Yeah. He was getting serious with it. I was like, hell yeah. This is great. Inspired me and other people to get things. As far as the toys with it. Yeah, man. Brick love to everybody. Patty. I'm going to go through the whole chat, but thanks everybody for coming out. I want to especially thank you, Deborah. I know it is a little bit anxiety doing this kind of stuff because trust me, I never thought I would do any of this. So, but I just try to be yourself, myself, whatever, and just present what we see, and really just trying to get other people to do the same thing as far as going out and looking.
A lot of fun. For the first time, really enjoying life. I have to say, I feel alive and enjoying it, and I'm connecting with quality people. So thank you all so much. It's just, I really feel like I'm living now. Thank you.
Yes, does make my heart feel good. Just seeing all these, it's great people everywhere that are connected to this. So anyway, check Deborah's channel out if you haven't. Sub it, please. It's in the description box. Thanks everybody for being here. Thank you, Deborah. Much love. Dream come true. So. We'll see y'all on the next live stream, whenever that'll be. And I'll put my video out here shortly, too. So much love, everybody. Thank you.
Good love, beautiful family. Thank you.
We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.